$300 buys the fluid change. $6,000 buys a whole new transmission. Dark fluid never tells you which one you face. The gray metal on the pan magnet does. Drop that pan before the shutter fools you next. The first thing you ask for is the pan, not the dipstick, not the fluid color, the pan. When your fluid looks dark and burnt, the shop quotes you a fluid service, somewhere around $305 to $410 on a Sierra. That service can absolutely be the right call, but it can also be the worst thing you do, because a fluid exchange flushes away the one piece of evidence that decides everything. Inside the pan sits a magnet. Its entire job is to catch metal. When clutch material or torque converter debris starts shedding, it collects there as fine, gray, gritty sludge. According to GM service bulletins on the 6-speed, when that debris shows up, the correction is no longer a fluid change. It moves toward a torque converter, a filter, or a removal path. Run a flush instead, and you push that metal right back into circulation, masking the problem while the damage keeps grinding. The fluid looks fresh. The transmission is dying quietly. Do the math. A $300 service can buy you another month before a general transmission replacement that averages $5,892 to $6,402. So the verdict is simple. Drop the pan first. Inspect that magnet. If it is coated in heavy metal, you stop. You do not buy fluid. You buy a diagnosis. Remember that magnet, because it comes back later. The next clue is not in the pan. It is in how the truck drives. That brings me to the shudder most owners blame on their tires. You are cruising at a steady highway speed, light throttle, somewhere between 25 and 80 miles per hour. You feel a shake, like you drifted onto a rumble strip. Most people buy new tires. Some chase a drive shaft. Here is what nobody tells you. GM Bulletin 18 NA355 describes that exact sensation on the 8-speed as torque converter clutch shudder, not tires. The converter clutch is slipping and oscillating instead of locking clean. That vibration travels straight up through the floor. I see this pattern regularly. An owner comes in after putting $400 into new tires, sometimes a brand new set, and the shudder is identical on the drive home from the tire shop. The truck does not care about the tires because the problem is behind the tires, inside the converter itself. Wrong diagnosis means you spend $300 or $400 on rubber that fixes nothing. So before any shop sells you a generic flush, ask them to duplicate that shudder and document it. Note the speed, the gear, and whether the shake disappears the second you change throttle. That detail separates a tire bill from a converter problem, and if you do have an 8-speed, the fluid itself becomes a trap. Because the 8-speed will not accept just any fluid. Bulletin 18 NA355 calls for a specific mobile 1 synthetic LV-ATFHP, the blue label process. It warns that intermixing other fluids or additives can prevent a satisfactory result. In other words, the wrong fluid leaves your shudder exactly where it started, and you pay twice. So pull the invoice. The fluid name must match the bulletin by name, by quantity, by process. If the paperwork just says ATF, that is not good enough. The verdict here costs you nothing. Read the invoice before you approve it. Now suppose the fluid is right, but the truck still shifts hard. That harsh garage shift after a service is the next thing owners panic over. Reverse clunks. First gear bangs, and the fear of a rebuild creeps in. Here is the part that makes no sense to most people. GM Service Information recommends a transmission service fast learn on many 2015 through 2021 trucks and SUVs with the 8L45 and the 8L90. After fresh fluid, the adaptive pressure tables are confused. They need to relearn. Skip that relearn, and the transmission can mimic a failing hard part when nothing is actually broken. I have seen owners quoted 4 figures for a valve body replacement when a documented relearn and a proper test drive would have cleared the complaint entirely. But understand the limit. Fast learn resets calibration. It cannot fix debris damage. So you ask for documentation that the relearn and a test drive were performed, not a shrug and a promise that it will learn eventually. Diagnostic labor here is hard to pin down, but it is pocket change against that nearly $6,000 replacement fear. Record your cold start, your reverse engagement, and your first 2 shifts. The verdict: demand the relearn proof. And while everyone argues about shifts, heat is quietly cooking your new fluid. This is the part almost no owner has ever heard of: the thermal bypass valve. GM Bulletin 21NA 1999 says covered applications should receive a 70-stamped TBV during transmission repair. The revised valve goes full open at 158 degrees Fahrenheit instead of the older 194 degrees Fahrenheit. Here is why this matters. That valve controls when fluid routes to the cooler. The old valve let the transmission run hotter, longer. Heat is what breaks down automatic transmission fluid. So you can buy beautiful fresh fluid, and if your covered truck never got the updated valve, that new fluid ages faster than it should. You ask one question: does the 70 stamped valve apply to my application? And was it ever installed? Monitor your fluid temperature with a scanner, especially when towing. If it spikes, stop. The verdict: the cheapest proof you can ask for is whether the heat problem was ever fixed. And speaking of repairs, the next one might not cost you a dime. Here is where it gets serious, and where I get genuinely angry for some owners. Certain trucks are paying for a repair that may be free. There are 2 separate recalls, and I am keeping them separate on purpose. The first is number 2, 4V797. It covers certain diesel-equipped Sierra 1500, 2500, and 3500 from 2020 through 2022, plus certain Yukon and Yukon XL from 2021 and 2022. The defect is a transmission control valve that wears, causing pressure loss, harsh shifting, and in rare cases, a rear wheel lockup. The second recall is number 2, 6V085. It covers certain gas 2022 Yukon and Yukon XL with the 10-speed ETRS system. Now follow the mechanism. When that control valve wears, hydraulic pressure drops, and shift valves can move when they should not. The software watches that wear and may limit which gears you get. So an owner feels harsh shifting, walks in, and pays for a fluid service on a complaint that may be tied to an open safety campaign. The recall software remedy is free when your VIN is included. If you have to pay, it is anyone's guess. So verify your VIN for open campaigns before you pay 1 cent. If you feel reduced power or harsh shifts, and your truck tows, stop towing and call the dealer. The verdict: one VIN check can turn a paid repair into a no-cost fix. And the next mistake is the one owners make in their own driveway. That mistake is treating a sealed transmission like it has a dipstick. It does not. The 8-speed sets fluid level through a pan-level plug inside a specific temperature window. The bulletin warns that the wrong temperature can underfill or overfill the unit. That error can cause wear, foaming, fluid discharge from the vent, even a fire risk. Remember that magnet full of metal from earlier. This is how you create that same damage from the other direction. Fluid expands with heat. Set the level cold, and it reads wrong. Underfill, and the pump pulls air, starving the hydraulics. Overfill, and it foams and aerates. Either way, you are grinding the clutches you were trying to protect. So the line is firm. No scan tool, no fluid temperature, no level set. The safe driveway checks are leak spotting, the burnt smell test, and watching temperature on a scanner. That is it. A professional service runs $305 to $410 and protects you from a self-inflicted rebuild. The verdict: this is the one job you do not improvise. Quick second. If this is already saving you a repair bill, hit subscribe. Now, here is the document that protects all of it: the invoice. Most owners accept a single line that says transmission service performed and walk out happy. That line is worthless. A real invoice shows your VIN and RPO fitment, the exact fluid type and quantity, a filter and pan inspection, any debris notes, a recall check, and the relearn and test drive when they apply. Here is why this matters more than the service itself. That paperwork is your warranty leverage, your comeback ammunition, and your proof to the next buyer. Vague paperwork means zero leverage. So you photograph the invoice and any pan notes. You compare the stated fluid to the bulletin wording. You confirm the recall was checked. The fork has not changed all video. $300 service versus a nearly $6,000 replacement. The invoice is what proves which side you landed on. So here is your buying summary in order. Drop the pan and read the magnet first. Separate tire vibration from converter, clutch shutter. Verify the exact fluid by name on the 8-speed. Demand the fast learn, relearn proof. Ask whether the 70 stamped thermal valve applies. Check your VIN against both recalls before paying. Never set level on a sealed unit without a scanner, and get every bit of it written on the invoice. Fluid is just the medium. The real evidence lives in the pan, the shutter, the valve, and the paperwork, never on the dipstick. Do not buy fluid before you buy proof. If you want the engine side of this, watch my breakdown on the 5.3-liter lifter failures next.